Hello and welcome to our Learning to Cook Pizza journey. Today I'm going over my top 10 Ooni Pro tips. From my experience of cooking pizza and learning how to cook pizza from scratch, these are my tips for using the Ooni Pro. For the fuel, I use one big log and a handful of lumpwood charcoal. One big log will normally cook me about 2 pizzas, one after the other, and in between the pizzas I just add a little bit more charcoal to keep the oven going, keep it heated up. I find the best stone temperature for cooking in the Ooni Pro is at 430 degrees centigrade in the middle of the pizza oven. That is right in the middle where the 4 pieces of stone are put together. The great thing about the Pro is that even if it has got higher than that because of the intense heat from the flame, it's big enough for you to move your pizza around the oven away from the hot stone area at the back and also away from the strong flame if needs be. I always have space to move my pizza around in the Ooni Pro, which is a really good thing. This is such a helpful tip because there's so many times my oven's heated up to the point where my stone has got far too hot. It's about 550 degrees centigrade in the middle. So what I've done is I've used a cast iron pan to reduce that temperature quickly. The heat comes off the stone straight into the pan, and it'll take about 80 to 100 degrees centigrade off your stone within a minute and a half. So what happens when the flame just suddenly goes out to the back of your oven when you're in the middle of a pizza cook? Your log was full of flame, next second for some reason it just goes, boom, nothing left. What you do here is you pick up your kindling, you take it round to the back of your oven. As soon as you place it on your logs at the back of the oven, it just lights up very quickly where the flames have died. Place them on there, they'll pop up straight away into flame, and that flame then you can use for the rest of your pizza cook. I store my Pro outside. It's so big I can't carry it inside like I do all my other ovens, but I do keep the pizza stones inside. So my tip here is, if you are storing your Ooni Pro outside, make sure that you store your stones inside so they don't get damp and they're very dry. To protect my oven outside, I use a barbecue cover. It's just like one of the biggest barbecue covers I could find. So I use a very, very big barbecue cover, and it's been out in the snow, the wind and the rain and storms one after another we've had recently. Yeah, the only thing I don't like about the barbecue cover is the number of spiders that are always nesting in it every time I want to use my Pro. Always keep the door on when you're heating up your oven. So that's not the pizza door, that's the door with the glass in. Make sure that door is on when you're warming up your oven for your pizza cook. The dial is really, really useful. If you keep opening the door to check your stone temperature, you're reducing the heat in your oven. So the best thing you can do is to check the dial. Saves you opening the door all the time to check the heat inside your oven. It's a really nice little gadget. When you store your pizza stone, when you bring it back into your oven, remember to turn the stone over before you start to cook and warm up your oven. So you'd put your cold pizza stone in and make sure you turn them over from your last cook so that every time you cook you've got a nice clean stone, and the debris from the previous cook then will burn away underneath whilst your pizza's cooking on the clean stone on the other side. And they're small, so they're easily turned. If you find the ones at the back had a bit more dirt on them, move those to the front and vice versa. Just move them around so that they get the heat of the flame will burn off everything. So if you've got some that are particularly dirty, put those at the back for your next cook and put the cleaner ones to the front. I made a big mistake on my first few cooks with the Ooni Pro not realising how important that latch is on the chimney, and so what you need to do is make sure the latch is facing either down or up, and not to the side. So make sure the latch is always down, pointing down and up, not sideways, because it constricts the amount of air coming out through the chimney. So if you do notice that you've got a lot of smoke and your oven isn't warming up, check your latch, it might be in the wrong position. I mean, having the latch sideways, on the sideways position, is great if you're cooking bread and you want to keep your heat in, but it's not good for cooking pizza, as I've learnt from my own experience. So check that latch before you cook. Starting the fire up in the Pro is quick and easy. I use a gas burner cylinder to light it. I light the kindling with that, and also some of the lumpwood charcoal first, and then once that's fully lit, it takes about a minute, maybe less. After about 5 minutes of the kindling and the lumpwood sort of catching fire and everything, I then add a log. So it's really simple, quick and easy to start the fire. Just get your kindling in there, your lumpwood charcoal, and also I get my gas burner on it in no time. So I hope you found those tips useful and enjoy your pizza cooking. And don't forget to check out our website, gottoeatpizza.com. Link is below.